All right, so in this problem, we have a 10-foot ladder that's against a wall. So I'm going to draw a house here. So we have a house here, and the ladder is leaning up against the wall. And so it's a 10-foot ladder, so I'm going to draw this ladder here. And it's 10 feet. And we also know that the ladder makes an angle of 65 degrees level with the ground. So we have the ground down here, and it makes an angle of 65 degrees with the ground. So 65 goes here. Now I have my drawing, and so now I need to identify which trigonometric ratio I need to use. Now it tells me how far up the wall is the ladder to the top. So I need to know this height, how high up the wall it is. So I need to know that side. So the first thing I do is identify what my angle of reference is. And so this 65 here will be my angle of reference because it is the angle that I was given. I know it's 65, so I want to use an angle that I know. So I'm going to use the 65 degree here. Now I need to identify my hypotenuse side. My hypotenuse would be the longest side, which is opposite of the 90. This is my hypotenuse here. X would be my opposite since it's not touching the angle. It's my opposite side. And then the ground would be my adjacent since it's touching the angle of reference. Now I have my hypotenuse, adjacent, and opposite. I need to create a trig ratio that uses the side length that I want to know, which is x, and the side length that I know, which is my hypotenuse here. So the ratio that uses opposite and hypotenuse is sine. Sine of an angle is always equal to opposite divided by the hypotenuse. And so in this case, sine of my reference angle, which would be 65, is equal to my opposite length, which is x, divided by my hypotenuse, which is 10 feet. So I'm going to put 10 there. To calculate the value of x, what I need to use my calculator here. So I'm going to move my camera out of the way. There we go. So I'm going to get my calculator open here, and I'm going to type in the sine of 65. That gives me the ratio of the opposite divided by the hypotenuse. So that means that sine of 65 is equal to 0.906. And so I can rewrite this as 0.906 is equal to x over 10. So now that I have this, I know that x divided by 10 is equal to 0.906. So to calculate for x, I have to undo the x divided by 10. And so what I need to do is multiply both sides of this equation here by 10. If I do that, I would get 10 times this number, which would be, let's type it in here. Oops. 0.906 times 10, which would give me 9.6. So that means 9.06 is equal to x. And that means the height of the wall up is 9.06